I don't have any problem with people pronouncing it Sløtface or Sløtface. I think it's like, you know, some things work better, especially in English-speaking countries, for different purposes. Hi, I'm Hayley from Slutface, and I'm here in Sydney with Happy Mag because we've just released a new song with an Australian band called the Buoys. Our new song with the Buoys is called Fight Back Time, and it kind of started with me and two songwriters, producers in London called Paul Whalley and Michael Champion. And I was really excited to work with them because like Michael's written for a few songs on the Wet Leg record, like Chaise Longue and stuff, which I'm a really big fan of. So I was really pumped for that session. We were kind of like listening to like Haim and Maggie Rogers and like pop acts like that. And I wanted to do something that's like a little more poppy than what Slutface would normally do maybe. So we kind of got a rough draft of that song, and I could kind of tell that it maybe wouldn't make the next full-length record that Slutface is finishing up now because it's a little bit more heavy than this song is. So I thought it would be a really exciting thing to include another band in it and have a duet or a feature. And then the Buoys were kind of forwarded to me and like in an email, and I fell in love with them immediately. And I was like, this is gonna be amazing. And then Zoe and I got together on Zoom from like very opposite sides of the world, like my morning and her night. And we kind of instantly connected and like connected to the themes of the song and could really relate to each other. So it felt like it was like made to be kind of. We were originally Slutface with a U when we first started the band, and it was kind of inspired by a series of anti-slut shaming protests that were going on in Canada at the time that were called slut walks. And it was sort of like a tongue-in-cheek comment on like how women are sexualized in the music business. And I was really inspired. I had just gotten into Riot Girl and like learned about the whole Girls to the Front idea at that time. So I thought that Slutface was like a good in-your-face name, and it also felt like we weren't taking ourselves too seriously. And that went really well in Norway because we have really pretty like chill there's no really censorship of like language on Norwegian radio, even in like the big public broadcasting settings. And then like the second we kind of like started looking outside of Norway and wanted to become a more international act, we started hitting a lot of roadblocks because of the name. Yeah, we couldn't sponsor anything on social media. Our emails kept ending up in people's like spam filters. And it's really funny because now they're a huge band, but I remember meeting Viagra Boys for the first time at Eurosonic when we played, and we like really bonded over that because they were like, yeah, our emails end up in people's spam filters all the time too. That made us kind of start looking around, and we were like, maybe we'll change the name completely. The Norwegian which is the letter, the O with a line through it, it's pronounced the same way as in English U, so we felt like that was like a cheeky little change. And it was like kind of fun for us to have a little more connection in the name to where we're from, because people had kind of assumed that we were an American or a British band when they heard us, because I don't have a very like strong Norwegian accent. So it felt nice for us to be able to be like, give a little more nod to where we're from in the name as well. So the next Slutface record, which will be kind of our third full length, and our first full length is like Slutface 2.0, which is how we think of it now, is like being mixed right now. So we're kind of working on that, which is fun to do. Like, it's kind of weird to do it from such a different time zone because I'm like, our mixer is based in the UK for this record anyway. But like, I'm very excited. It feels like a really special record to have made, and I'm glad that we've kind of like gotten to work on it so closely together with like the whole band and our producer. His name is Preben Særlig Andersen. He's in a really good Norwegian rock band called Death by Angabanga that people should definitely check out if they haven't. Yeah, thanks so much. That was easy. Hei, Hayley fra Sløtface her. Jeg I Sydney fordi vi har akkurat gitt ut en låt med et australsk band, og det 26 grader og sol her, så sorry Oslo.